This conference will now be recorded.
లాస్ట్ క్లాస్ రికార్డింగ్ షేర్ చేశాను, డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోండి. ఈ రోజు ఆ రోజు డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోవాలి రికార్డింగ్. ఓకే, వచ్చిందా లాస్ట్ క్లాస్ రికార్డింగ్?
రాలేదు సార్.
రాలేదా?
రాలేదు సార్.
ఒకసారి చెక్ చేస్తాను నేను. ఓకే రైట్, ఇప్పుడు షేర్ చేస్తాను. సో లాస్ట్ క్లాస్ అండ్ టుడే క్లాస్. సో ఈవినింగ్ లో ఇప్పుడు మీరు డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోండి మరి. ఓకే
ఓకే సార్.
So let's come back. So last class what you done? This is a day one plan, and then today we are going to start design of Pega application development. Suppose if we are going to develop any application in Pega, then what are the designs will be there? Okay. Let's go to the first design is application design. The first design is what? Application design. Under the application design, so what are the concepts we are going to discuss? Like the first concept we need to understand about the classes, and the second concept we need to understand about organization rules. And security rules. Okay, and application versioning. These are the concepts. So then first we need to understand about the classes. Why will we go and discuss about the first class? Already I told. So if we are going to develop any application by using Java, so everything will be dependent to the coding. If you're going to any application by using Pega, it's not dependent to any coding. It's here it will require for rules, right? Now, and first of all, classes. Then what are the classes and what's the types of class and everything. So I prepared one document for you, and the document I will clearly mention for what is our predefined classes. Okay, so what are how to create a class and everything I prepared here, just to go through this document. Okay, now I'm going to give you idea. So first of all, what are the classes and what are the types of classes will be there in Pega, and how to create a new application, everything I'm going to teach you today. So why we'll go and discuss about the classes only. The first concept is classes. And why? Because if you're going to develop any business logic by using Pega PRPC, first of all, we need to create a class only. Then without creating for class, it's not possible to develop any business logic in Pega. Suppose let's say some class A. Okay, so the name of the class A. Inside the class, and we can create some business rules. Okay, we can develop some business logic here. So, and then while developing the business logic, and we need to create a Pega rules. So whenever going to run the class, okay, then the class will be run the rules. The class is run the rules, and it will be process the rules. So that's what first of all we need to create a class. Then only we can go and go to create the rules under the class, and we can run the class. Automatically the class will be process the rules. This is what about the some. If you are going to use and develop any application by using Pega, this is the process. But if you are going to use any Java, okay, for developing the application, everything inside the class we can create objects, but object is totally related to the Java. Okay, we need to write some Java code. Here Java code is not required, everything is dependent to the rules only. So we can create a Pega rules here. Okay, fine. This is what about the structure. Now we'll go and discuss about the next one is what are the predefined classes in Pega. What are the predefined classes? Then we'll go and discuss and what are the types of classes. First of all, we'll discuss the types of classes, and we'll go for what are the predefined classes in Pega. Predefined class అంటే ఆల్రెడీ మనకు ఒక ప్రీడిఫైన్ అప్లికేషన్ ఇచ్చారు. ఆ ప్రీడిఫైన్ అప్లికేషన్ లో కొన్ని ప్రీడిఫైన్ క్లాసెస్ వాళ్ళు ఆల్రెడీ క్రియేట్ చేసి ఇచ్చేసారు మనకు. Okay, so no need to create again. Okay, so we can, if it is required, we can reuse them. Okay, so that's what the purpose of predefined class is, always reusable. Okay, the class is nothing but one type of object. What is a class? The class is nothing but what? One type of object. So class is sysadmin class, sysadmin category into the applications. Whenever going to create a class, go for sysadmin and create a class. This is the path actually. Okay, so this is a class is rule object class instances. So in Pega, everything is a rule only. Class also one of the rule. Okay, rule dash object class. It will be available under sysadmin. There is a categories in Pega. Okay, suppose let's go to login administrator at pega.com. The password is insta and click on login here. Here go to records. Here there is some categories. Okay, application design, data model design. This is a sysadmin category. The class is under the sysadmin category. If you want to create a class, go to sysadmin and create a class. Okay, so we have two types of classes in Pega, and there are abstract class. There are two types of classes in Pega. One is abstract class, and another one is a concrete class. One is for abstract class, and another one is a concrete class. Abstract classes are mainly purpose is reusable. Abstract classes are mainly purpose is what? Reusable. Suppose we can't by using abstract classes we can't able to create a new business logic. Okay, so the abstract classes mainly supports to reusable of the rules. Okay, so always you can just applying for reusability, not for building the new business logic. Concrete classes is nothing but, or otherwise here one more thing. So the abstract class will be supposed to reusable. That reusable in the sense, suppose there is some bank class. Okay, so there is some bank class. Bank is abstract class only. Okay, so what are the business is required for the bank, and we can define that all business under the bank class to define the business logic. Only defining only, not for running. Okay, to define the business logic. And if you want to run that any business logic and everything, so we can create some other classes here inside the bank. Suppose let's say some cards class, some loans class, and so on, some ABC class, right? So we can go to build the business logic and run the business logic in the cards class and loans class and some other ABC or finance class. That's what abstract class will mainly purpose to define the business logic. These are the concrete class. The concrete class will be supposed to run the business logic, and the concrete class will be supposed to create a case ID, work ID. Okay, so that is what about concrete class will be supposed to run the business logic, and abstract class will be supposed to define the business logic. And the define the business logic means some cards class, some business, some any table will be table access, some table information will be required. The cards class is going to ask the next immediate parent class bank class only. Bank class, the bank class is mapped to some table. There is some bank database, and whenever the cards information, that all card information will be there into the bank database, and cards class is raising for that bank information here. Okay, so that is what about reusability and running the business logic here. Okay, this is the difference between abstract and concrete classes. So how to identify whenever see the class, that is abstract class and concrete class. Okay, so for identification purpose, abstract classes are end with hyphen. Okay, concrete classes are not end with hyphen. So that is what the difference between abstract class and concrete class. Okay, let's go for what are the predefined classes in Pega. Okay, what are the predefined classes in Pega? We have Ardreta base class. Okay, Ardreta base class is the top level class of all classes. Ardreta base class is the top level class of all classes. This is super class. After this class, there is no class. Okay, so inside the Ardreta base class, we have some predefined child classes. All predefined child classes. We have 13 predefined classes, almost 13 to 14 predefined classes will be there. 3 different child classes will be there under the Ardreta base class. But Ardreta base class also is including for abstract class. All system defined classes are abstract class. మీకు ఏదైతే predefined classes ఉన్నాయో పెగాలో అవన్నీ abstract classes. The abstract class
Sorry,
mainly purpose is what? Yes.
సార్ ఇది కాంక్రీట్ క్లాస్ అది
Yeah. Come again.
సార్ కాంక్రీట్ క్లాసెస్ అప్పుడు మొత్తం వాయిస్ బ్రేక్ అయింది సార్ మీరు
Okay. That means concrete class. Abstract class is nothing but a just reusable. సో ఇక్కడ ఇప్పుడు బ్యాంక్ క్లాస్ ఉంది అనుకోండి. సో బ్యాంక్ అనేది ఒక ఆబ్స్ట్రాక్ట్ క్లాస్. ఇప్పుడు ఏదైనా బిజినెస్ ఈ క్లాస్ లో రన్ చేయం కదా. ఇప్పుడు ఏదైనా బిజినెస్ ఏదైనా ఉన్నా కూడా ఇక్కడ డిఫైన్ చేస్తాం తప్ప రన్ చేయం, రైట్? బిజినెస్ లాజిక్ అంతా ఇక్కడ రన్ అవ్వదు. మీరు బ్యాంక్ కింద చాలా క్లాసెస్ ఉంటాయి. కార్డ్స్ అప్లికేషన్ ఒక క్లాసు, లోన్ అప్లికేషన్ ఒక క్లాసు, సమ్ అదే లోన్స్, సమ్ అదర్ ఫైనాన్స్ is one class, right? So cards, we can develop the cards related application. This is the totally under the class we can develop the business logic, and we can run the business logic under the cards class, not for bank class, correct? So the cards class, whenever some rules will be required, it will be reusing for the bank class here. So that's what bank class is the abstract class and cards is the concrete class. Okay. Cards is nothing but a running the business logic. So that is the purpose of the cards class, I mean concrete classes. Is it clear now?
క్లియర్
Fine, let's move on to the, so these are the discussion about predefined classes. We have almost I mean that Ardheta base class is super class. I mean it's a top level class. అంటే అన్నిటికి పేరెంట్ ఈ క్లాస్ అన్నమాట. అన్ని క్లాసెస్ కి యూజర్ డిఫరెంట్ క్లాసెస్ తీసుకోండి. ప్రీడిఫైన్డ్ క్లాస్ అన్నిటి క్లాసెస్ కి పేరెంట్ ఎవరు? Ardheta base class. Okay, so under the Ardheta base class there is some 13 child classes, 13 predefined child classes will be there. Okay. So these are all the 13 predefined child class. మీకు ఇష్యూ వస్తుందంటే ఇంటర్నెట్ బాగలేదని.
ఓకే సార్
ఎవరు మన శాంత్ కిరణ్ అండ్ సుధాకర్, మీకు ఏంటంటే ఏదైనా ఇష్యూ వస్తుందంటే ఇంటర్నెట్ స్పీడ్ కొంచెం బాగాలేదు అని. ఇంటర్నెట్ స్పీడ్ కి ఈ ఆటోమేటిక్ కొంచెం ఇంటర్నెట్ స్పీడ్ ఉండాలా,
ఓకే సార్
అట్లీస్ట్ ఒక 2 GB ఉండాలా. 2 GB డేటా. మీరు మొబైల్లో జాయిన్ అవుతున్నారా?
లేదు సార్ నెట్ యాక్ట్
ల్యాప్టాపా? లేదు, ఇది ఇంటర్నెట్. ఓకే
ల్యాప్టాప్ సార్
ఓకే, అంటే యాక్ట్ ఇంటర్నెట్నా? యాక్ట్ ఫైబర్ లేదు. మరి యాక్ట్ ఫైబర్ బాగానే ఉంటది.
అప్పుడప్పుడు స్టక్ అవుతుంది సార్, ఏంటంటే వాయిస్ బ్రేక్ అవుతుంది.
స్పీడ్ టెస్ట్ పెట్టండి.
ఓకే సార్
స్పీడ్ టెస్ట్ పెట్టండి ఒకసారి.
ఓకే సార్
మనకు జియో అయినా బాగానే వస్తుంది కదా. యాక్ట్ అయితే ఇంకా సూపర్ గా రావాలి అసలు. అది ఎంత వైర్ కదా,
అవును సార్.
మరి ఇంకా సూపర్ గా రావాలి.
అదే 75 MBPS స్పీడ్ అని చెప్పారు నువ్వు.
మరి 75 MBPS స్పీడ్ అంటే ఏందనుకున్నావు అసలు?
అంటే ఇంట్లో వాడుతున్నట్టు సార్, మా ఇంట్లో టీవీ వాడుతున్నట్టు.
అదే మీట్ లో పెట్టుకోండి, మీరు వాయిస్ మాక్సిమం మీట్ లో పెట్టుకోండి. ఓకే, మీట్ లో పెట్టుకుంటే కొంచెం క్లారిటీ వినపడుతుంది. ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉన్నప్పుడు అన్మ్యూట్ చేసి అడగండి. ఓకేనా?
ఓకే సార్.
క్లాస్ అప్పుడు మీట్ లో పెట్టుకోండి. డౌట్స్ ఉంటే అన్మ్యూట్ చేసి అడుగుతుండండి, అప్పుడు మీకు క్లారిటీ వినిపిస్తుంది వాయిస్. అది ఒక్కోసారి ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది. ఫైన్. These are all the predefined classes. Predefined, almost we have the Ardheta base class is the top level class of all classes. But under Ardheta base class there is some system different predefined classes, child classes. That is what about the classes are worked as class and some data as classes. So we have 13 classes, but most important classes is these 3 type of classes only. The rule types class, rule dash class. Okay, what is the work dash and what is the data dash and what is the rule dash? And one more important one is all predefined classes are abstract classes only. Okay, so all predefined. So what are the predefined classes in Pega? That all predefined classes are abstract classes only. That's it. So let's move on to the, so we need to understand about the what is the work types. So work type, another name is case type or concrete class, all are same. ఈ 3 నేమ్స్ ఒకటే అన్నమాట మీనింగ్. సో నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఇస్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద డేటా టైప్ అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఇస్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద రూల్ టైప్. This is a work type, data type, and role type. These are all the types. Okay, so work type. What is the work type? Suppose under after the work dash, what is the purpose of work dash classes? This class will be supposed to create a case type. This class will be supposed to create a case type. Case type is nothing but our front end application process. Everything will be done under the that case type only, or concrete class. Nothing but when the concrete class derived from work dash class, when the concrete class derived from work dash class, that is we can call it as a work type. వర్క్ టైప్ అంటే మీరు చేస్తున్న అప్లికేషన్ నేమ్ అన్నమాట. సపోజ్ సమ్ డెబిట్ కార్డ్. ఓకే, డెబిట్ కార్డ్ అప్లికేషన్ is your work type, your application name, debit card application. The data type is nothing but when the class, so whenever going to create a concrete class, the concrete class derived from data dash class, that one you can call it as a data type. Data type is nothing but it will be supposed to create a data tables. Data dash class will be supposed to create a data tables. That is another name is we can call it as data type. Suppose this is a front end application. In backend we can create for one more table, some data dash debit card details, debit card details. Okay, this is a data dash. Rule types. Rule is nothing but suppose whenever going to develop the application, front end application, so we need a rule types. We need to create a rule types. Multiple rules is required. Each and every rule is an instance of some class. The class is mapped to some table, but each and every rule is prefix of rule dash class. Some rule dash obj class, rule dash obj activity, rule dash html property, like this. అంటే ప్రతి రూల్ కి ప్రిఫిక్స్ ఏముంటది? రూల్ డాష్. ఒకవేళ రూల్ డాష్ ప్రిఫిక్స్ ఉంటే దాన్ని ఏమంటాం అంటే రూల్ టైప్ అంటాం. So when the concrete class, whenever going to create a rule, some rule, it's an instance of rule dash class. That is called, we can call it as a rule type. Okay, so if you're going to develop any application, multiple rule types are required. We can create the rule types and run the applications. The rule types are always is supposed to develop the application. Okay, so this is what about the predefined classes, work types, data types, and rule types, and all, and types of classes, and these are all things. This is about the what is the class, and so here we need to we'll have some class and class group. Okay, and ECS, enterprise class structure, and inheritance. These are the concepts. Okay, the classes is completed. What is the classes and all? What is a class group? What is the purpose? Why we need to create a class group? Then we can go and discuss about the ECS, enterprise class structure. Okay, class group. Class group is nothing but it's a collection of concrete classes. Collection of concrete class. I'm saying concrete class is nothing but always what? It will be supposed to run the business logic. It's a collection of concrete classes. That is nothing but a class group. Let's say example is a bank is a, we can call it as one class group. Okay, let's I'm going to example. Previously in abstract class అని చెప్పాను, ఇక్కడ నేను బ్యాంక్ ను క్లాస్ గ్రూప్ తీసుకుంటాను. Don't get confused. I'm taking only assumptions. Okay, assumptions. Bank is a class group. Inside the class group we can create a multiple concrete classes. iPhone, some cards class, some ABC class, some other finance class. Okay, so whenever going to create a new application in Pega, the first concrete class in class structure is a bank class only. The first concrete class in class structure is class group. Okay, the first concrete class entity class structure lo class group. So without creating for class group, is it possible to develop that, create a case types or work types or concrete classes? No, it's not possible. First we need to create a class group. Then if you are going to create any cards class, some ABC class, some loans class, some finance classes, that all these classes will be belongs to one class group only. But always class group is a concrete class, the first concrete class into the class structure. Okay, 1 second. అదే మీరు కేస్ టైప్ ఓపెన్ చేస్తే యాడ్ వర్క్ ఫ్లో వస్తుంది కదా, యాడ్ వర్క్ ఫ్లోలో మీరంతా ఫ్లో డయాగ్రామ్ అంతే మామూలుగా మీ లైఫ్ సైకిల్ అంతా ఇచ్చేసేయండి సరిపోతుంది. Yeah, sorry. Now what is the next one is class group. The class group is nothing but a collection of concrete classes. So without bank class it's not possible to create any other concrete class. So that's what compulsory we need to class group. So why we need to create class group is nothing but whenever you create an application, so the class group is automatically created in Pega. So the class group is mapped to the table. It's mapped to table. It's mapped to the table. So whenever some information will be required, something the cards class is going to hit the some card information to the table, and ABC will be ABC table, and like this, right? So the class group will be share the table information to these multiple concrete classes. That's what compulsory before going to create a case type, and compulsory we need to create a the concrete, I mean class group is required. Without class group it's not possible to create a case types. Remember that one. That is a mandatory thing. Okay, so this is what about the predefined classes and class groups and all. Okay, this is a class group is nothing but a collection of concrete classes. Inside a class group we can create a multiple concrete classes also. So I will tell you then where you can class group and how to create case type under the class group or concrete class under the class group. Now we'll go and discuss about the ECS, enterprise class structure. Okay, so ECS is provides, suppose if you are going to create any application in Pega, ECS is provides some layer systems. మన అప్లికేషన్ ఎట్లా క్రియేట్ చేయాలి అనేది ప్రాసెస్ అన్నమాట. పెగాలో మీరు అప్లికేషన్ క్రియేట్ చేయాలంటే దెన్ ECS is provide some layer system. We should follow the layer system and create a new application in Pega. ఓకే, వాయిస్ కట్ అవుతుందా ఇప్పుడు సుధాకర్, శాంత్ కిరణ్? మ్యూట్ లో పెట్టుకున్నప్పుడు బెటరేనా? అన్మ్యూట్ చేస్తే మీకు డిస్టర్బెన్స్ వస్తుంది, మ్యూట్ అయితే కొంచెం బెటర్ మీకు. రైట్, వన్ సెకండ్. Now let's go to discuss about ECS, enterprise class structure. ECS, enterprise class structure. So ECS is providing for how to create a new application. There is some procedure will be there, we need to follow the procedure. So there is some layer system. So we have five layers, and just to follow the 5 layers and create a new application in Pega. So what are the layers here? So we have organization layer and division layer and framework layer and unit layer and implementation layer. These are the layers, 5 layers. First of all, I am going to teach you, if you are going to, while developing the application, if your application will be include the framework, then how class structure will be there. That means without framework. First of all, without framework, then how the class structure. With the framework, how the class structure. Without framework and with the framework. Suppose if you are using any framework, and what is the class structure? If you're not using any framework, what is the class structure? If you're using any framework, what is the class structure now? So what is the organization is nothing but who is the owner of the project. Okay, suppose you are going to develop, you are working in some Capgemini. So in the Capgemini, which client you are going to associated, and under the which organization, which client you are going to develop the application. Okay, that is nothing but owner. Who is the owner of the project? So like in in India PMC, GPMC, or Bank of America, American Express, SDFC, ICICI Bank, like, and so on, right? So who is the owner of the project? That is nothing but a organization. Let's say example, our organization is the JPMC I1. Division layer is nothing but JPMC is providing to different services into the market. JPMC is providing to different services into the market. So like some banking services, some loan services, some other any finance services, some insurance services, and so on, right? Let's say under which service you are going to develop the project, under which division you are going to develop the project. That is nothing but a division. Suppose let's say example, you are going to develop the application under the loans division. Loans division. This is framework we'll discuss. This is a without framework now. Unit layer is nothing but in the unit layer we can create an application class group, JPMC, and that is loans work. This is the unit layer. So we can create a work ఎందుకు ఉండాలి, వర్క్ లేకుండా మిగతా నేమ్స్ ఉండొచ్చు కదా. యా, maximum 60% of the real-time applications are also very maintaining for work only. Work indicates the work type or case type or work type. Okay, so that is what. So work indicates the front-end application development. So but depends upon the client, so they will mention the class group name, application name, and all, right? Based on the document representation, then we can follow the same naming convention. మీరు ఇష్టం వచ్చిన నేమింగ్ ఇవ్వడానికి లేదు. Okay, and one more thing, this is not your responsibility. This is not for responsible CSA and CWSA. It's not responsible for the creative for class structure. Who is the responsible? Lead system architect, lead and BA. Okay, offshore onshore, they're involving for creating application. Just me presence అయితే ఉంటారు, just we are involved, we are not develop the class structure. Both CSA and CWSA. Okay, now then go for implementation. Implementation is nothing but, suppose what is the implementation? Application name. Suppose there is some loans, right? Then this loans will be, again we can classify it into different units here. Some personal loan, something, any home loans, some other any education loans, and so on. Which application, which loan application you are going to develop? That is nothing but a loans. Suppose implementation is nothing but it's like CPMC fund, some loans fund, okay, work fund, okay, work fund, some home loans. So this is our case type. This is our case type. Home loans is our case type. So we're going to develop which project? Home loans project. So under the, this is, we can call it as a case type, concrete classes or work type, all are same name conventions. Okay, so if you want, if this is one type of case type, suppose if you want to create one more case type, work as some other case type name, some other case type, that means all case types are belongs to one class group. That's what you can call it as a, this class group is collection of concrete classes. This is also concrete class, this is also concrete class. But already I told you why we are not build a business logic into the class group, why we need to create a case type. That means if your project, then case management will be included. So client case management ద్వారా మీరు అప్లికేషన్ డెవలప్ చేయమన్నాడు అనుకోండి, definitely we can go and run the application into the case type only, not for class group. సపోజ్ మీ కేస్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ అవసరం లేదు, అలాంటప్పుడు మీరు క్లాస్ గ్రూప్ లో చేయొచ్చు, ఇంప్లిమెంటేషన్ మొత్తం క్లాస్ గ్రూప్ లో చేసుకోవచ్చు. ఓకే, దిస్ ఇస్ వాట్ అబౌట్ ద concrete classes, and I mean the different type of layers. And then we need to understand about the framework. Okay, so this is an abstract class, this is an abstract class, this is a concrete, first concrete class, this is a second concrete class. Suppose if you are using any framework in your application, what is the class structure? If you are using any framework, what is the class structure? Okay, suppose framework is nothing but what? Reusable. Framework is nothing but what? Reusable. So suppose if you are going to while developing the applications, and there is some, you're going to develop some bank application. In the bank application, that already bank is having some particular application. So some application in the sense like, I mean, some framework application. So bank is having some particular standards. Okay. So what are the standards they are having? Just to follow the standards, and then we can reuse them and we can create a new application in Pega. So we just reuse them and create the required rules, and we can process the application by using Pega PRPs. Framework is nothing but a reusable. Framework is nothing but what? Reusable rules. That is nothing but a framework. ఇప్పుడు మనం అప్లికేషన్ లో లాగిన్ అయ్యాం కదా, సపోజ్ అడ్మినిస్ట్రేటర్ డేటా pega.com ఇన్స్టాల్ అని. This is a framework only. First we can go and reuse this application and we can create a new application here, right? So then that is nothing but, if you want to reusing anything, that's what the framework. Suppose in your application any framework is included, and how the class structure will be there. So same JPMC hyphen, and division layer is the JPMC hyphen some loans, and framework, then we start the framework here, that is JPMC hyphen, and FW will come in here, FW hyphen some loans hyphen, and unit layer JPMC hyphen FW hyphen loans hyphen work. Okay, so if you are using any framework, and this is a class structure. Okay, if you are not using any framework, this is a class structure. That is what the difference with framework and without framework. They will ask interview point of view also, can you tell me your application class structure with framework and without framework also, right? So now this is the ECS and all. Now we'll go and develop this one into the practical part. Okay, how to create a new application. So these are all we'll discuss one by one. Okay, let's go to create a new application now. Then here go to application menu and click on new application. 1 second. Yeah, this is about Classic and Cosmos. When you are going to create a new application, so we can click on into the anyone Classic and Cosmos or loans. Okay, so the loans is I created for one framework here. If you are using any framework, and click on this framework and we can create a new application. This is the Classic and Cosmos. Suppose Cosmos is nothing but, if you are going to suppose enhancing any application, like any modification in the existing application, okay, that time we can go for Cosmos. Suppose if you're going to application from the scratch, from starting to ending, so that time we'll go for Classic. Any framework you are using, that time we'll go for the loans. Any specific, I created this my own framework, and we can go and log in your application under the framework only. Okay, let's go to Classic. I'm going to create my application. Already we have some predefined Pega rules application here, and click on this, use this application type. That means what are the application you are going to develop? That application will be supports for mobile and PCs, tabs, laptop and all. So I will tell you then how to develop the mobile applications also in coming classes. So click on use these applications. Now we can go and give the application name here. Okay. Suppose already I added so many applications. So let's say give any application name. Okay, something I used. Can you tell me any business names? Something, some C cards. Okay, some credit cards. Okay, this is my application here, and let's click on once click on create an application. By default, implementation application is created, and click on into the advanced configurations. Okay, so here there is some application settings, and here there is some organization settings here. So here then we need to provide some organizations here. What is an organizations? Let's give the some what is the organization name and division name and unit name. By default can just give empty also, no problem, but only consider application class structure. What is an organization, what is application, what is a class group name. సో ఈ డివిజన్ నేమ్ యూనిట్ నేమ్ అనేది కన్సిడరేషన్ కాదు, మీరు ఇచ్చుకున్న ఇవ్వకపోయినా ఏం ప్రాబ్లం లేదు. ఓకే ఫైన్, లెట్స్ గో టు ఒకవేళ మీరు డివిజన్ నేమ్ ఏదైనా ఇచ్చినా కూడా అప్లికేషన్ నేమ్ ఏదైతే ఉందో క్లాస్ గ్రూప్ ఏదైతే ఉందో అదే మన కన్సిడరేషన్ అప్లికేషన్ క్లాస్ స్ట్రక్చర్ దీని మీద డిపెండ్ అయి ఉంటుంది. ఈ కింద ఉంది కదా, ఈ నేమ్స్ మెయిన్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. లెట్స్ గివ్ దట్ సమ్ ఆర్గనైజేషన్స్ హియర్, some State Bank of Mysore. Okay, SOM. Here we can automatically get this application and this is a class group. So by default, if we click on after giving the application name, if you click on into the create an application, then by default implementation application is created. Suppose if you click on advanced configuration, we can set it. Suppose if you click on framework application, that FW is coming, that is a difference. And if you want to create an implementation application, this is the implementation application here. If we give into the any division name and some unit name here, so we can click on generate division, generate unit and all. Okay, appudu meeku division name, unit name kuda ikkada display avutadi annamata. Okay, so here not required, and then you can give the automatically the division name, it will take the application name, and unit name by default is class group name. Okay, if we give the empty here, let's go to click on save it and click on create an application now. Okay, create an application. Now it will ask you for the credentials, nothing but what is the login credential. We can set your own credentials, like State Bank of Mysore is our organization, right? At the rate of some ABC or something, any Sudhakar, like at the rate of is compulsory is required. మీరు ఏదైనా యూజర్ నేమ్ ఇచ్చుకోండి, కంపల్సరీ అట్ ద రేట్ ఆఫ్ అయితే ఇవ్వాలి. ఓకే, సెకండ్. You can give the credentials, the username, what is the login username, admin at the rate of what is the application, some C cards, right? నేను సేమ్ అదే అప్లికేషన్ C cards ఇచ్చామా, C card ఇచ్చామా, cards application, cards card. Okay, anyone give in. Okay, C admin at the rate of C cards, and here there is some credentials administrator can set your username, and if you're going to create any authors users who are accessing for the application, they are can call it as users. Okay, so we can set that credentials under the authors. So all developers, everything managers credentials we can set under the administrator into the personalization. This is personalization process. Then now the process in real time. So generally, whenever going to join any company, before assigning to any project, so then they will arrange some telephone, I mean something some client round. So once is your profile is approved for particular client, so they will share you some URL for you. Okay, once click on the URL, what will happen? It will ask the username and password. మీరు ఏదో username and password ఇచ్చారు. సో డెఫినెట్ గా మీరు ఇన్వాలిడ్ క్రెడెన్షియల్ వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, then we can go on requesting your credentials. Some while I'm logging into this application, I'm not able to log in. Okay, so they will share you some new credentials for you. That is, whenever enter into the credentials, directly you enter into the server only. Okay, ఈ credentials అన్ని ఆ సర్వర్ మీరు కరెక్ట్ గా ఏ పోర్టల్ ఎంటర్ అవ్వాలి, ఎందులో ఎంటర్ అవ్వాలి, మీ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ని బట్టి మీకు ఏ యాక్సెస్ ఇవ్వాలనేది వాళ్ళు సెట్ చేసే ఇస్తారు మీకు క్రెడెన్షియల్స్. ఓకేనా, ఇది మనం పర్సలేషన్ లో మనం సెట్ చేసుకుంటున్నాం యూజర్ నేమ్ అండ్ పాస్వర్డ్ అది. సో admin at the rate of C cards, and when click on login, and one default password is generated by default. This is a default password, and then copy this password now. Copy this password and log off this application. Log in your application. That is admin at the rate of C cards. The password is paste the password. I mean already we copied that password, and click on login. It will ask the change password now. It will ask the change password. Change your password. So మీరు ఓన్ గా మీరు ఏదైనా ఓన్ గా ఒక పాస్వర్డ్ పెట్టుకోవచ్చు మీరు. సో జస్ట్ కాపీ ద కరెంట్ పాస్వర్డ్, I mean paste the current password. New password, previous versions ki password rules అని ఉండాలి. I'm going to set at that password RULES. Okay, that is our current password. New password. Confirm the password and click on change password. మీరు రూల్స్ అనే అడగాలి, లేదంటే మీరు ఓన్ పాస్వర్డ్ పెట్టుకోవచ్చు. దెన్ సెట్ ద బెటర్ టు మెయింటైన్ ద రూల్స్ పాస్వర్డ్ ఓన్లీ. వై? బికాస్ ఇఫ్ యూఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు యాక్సెసింగ్ ఫర్ ప్రీ డిఫైన్ అప్లికేషన్, if you want to unlock that every version, so the password is rules only. Okay, that's what set the same password rules. And go to dev studio. By default you will enter to the admin studio, but developers are associated under the dev studio. But I will tell you how to skip that dev studio, admin studio, how to enter directly for dev studio only. Okay, this one we'll discuss later, and first we'll check the application. So here there is some structure here. Go to sysadmin and check the class. So this is the concrete class, and this is a class group. Is a class group, is belongs to class group, does not belongs to class group. Is a class group, and this version is created, and there is some, the by default parent is worked as covered as. Who is the parent of class group? By default worked as covered as. అంటే ఈ క్లాస్ గ్రూప్ ఏదైనా రూల్స్ కావాలంటే ఈ పేరెంట్ క్లాస్ లో రూల్స్ రీయూజ్ చేసుకుంటారు అనమాట బై డిఫాల్ట్. ఇదంతా బై డిఫాల్ట్ బ్యాక్ ఎండ్ లో ఇన్హెరిటెన్స్ కవర్ అంటే మ్యాప్ అయి ఉంటుంది. విల్ డిస్కస్ వాట్ ఇస్ ఇన్హెరిటెన్స్ ఇన్ Pega. If you click on test connections, we can see that what is a mapping table. This is a mapping table. Suppose whenever going to run the application, so all case IDs, work IDs will be stored from this table by default. Suppose how to connect this table, so we can go to here, and so the software, I install the software in C folder, so we can find PRPC personalization folder here. Go to PCSQL and go to PCadmin4 and go to bin and here there is some setting file pgadmin 4. So this is the database, our database now. You can connect this database. There is some PostgreSQL database, schemas, data, tables. Then all tables will be displaying for the alphabetical order. When you out of the box tables, our table is PC underscore this is our table, right? Right click. If you want to check the data for these tables, and there is no data is added for the table as of now. We are not run any application. See, there is no data. These are all the predefined columns only. Got it, right? This is how we'll be connect the DB. So here there is the class group, and there is some belongs to class group and does not belongs to class group. And one more thing, this is a key here. Every class is mapped to some table. Every class is having some key. Okay, so this is a belongs to class group, and all case types. If you're going to create any case types under the case type explorer, so all case types is automatically showing belongs to class group. On data, all data types. If you're going to create any tables here, all data types is does not belongs to class group. Got it, right? This is what about total structure. And then next class we'll discuss how application, the project introductions, and what is the life cycle, then how to add the life cycle, and then we'll discuss about the retention. That is a next class plan. Okay, and be prepared and install the software, and I will share you that all documents with zip file also, all documents, 30 concepts. Okay, మీకు ఏమైనా డౌట్స్ ఉంటే చెప్పు.
సార్ షేర్ చేస్తారా సార్ వీడియోస్?
షేర్ చేస్తే ఈరోజు వీడియో షేర్ చేస్తాను రెండు. ఈరోజు ఒక 5 minutes లో ఎస్టర్డే వీడియో షేర్ చేస్తాను, బట్ ఈ వీడియో అప్లోడ్ అవ్వడానికంటే ప్రాసెస్ అవ్వడానికి ఒక 1/2 hour టైం పడుతుంది. మళ్ళీ నేను కొంచెం మీటింగ్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోతాను, మళ్ళీ సాయంత్రం షేర్ చేస్తాను ఈ వీడియో, టుడే వీడియో. ఓకే, సో ఎస్టర్డే వీడియో అయితే ఇప్పుడు షేర్ చేస్తాను, ఇమీడియట్ గా డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకో.
సార్ మీరు అన్నారు కదా సార్, అది సాటర్డే ఇస్తాం సార్. సాటర్డే ఇచ్చేస్తాం సార్. అది
అర్థం కాలేదు.
ఫీ అడిగినారు కదా సార్, సాటర్డే ఇస్తాం అంటున్నా సార్.
అంటే 2 classes మాక్సిమం గా, అంటే మామూలుగా పెయిడ్ క్లాసెస్ రిమైన్ కానీ పెయిడ్ క్లాసెస్. ఓకేనా
సార్?
అంటే రేపు ఫ్రైడే కదా.
అవును సార్.
అంటే సాటర్డే ఇస్తారా మీరు?
సాటర్డే ఇచ్చేస్తాం సార్. అందుకే
చెప్పండి.
అందుకే
చెప్పండి. సాటర్డే ఇస్తారా? సరే సరే, రైట్. మరి మీకు సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ఎంత ఇన్స్టాలేషన్ మీకు నేను జిప్ ఫైల్ మెటీరియల్స్ అని సాటర్డే పంపిస్తాను, ఈవినింగ్, మార్నింగ్, ఆఫ్టర్నూన్. ఓకే,
సార్.
రైట్ రైట్. మరి